Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to be on day 2 of the challenge. And how many of y'all worked on yesterday's challenge? Can I get a heart or a like? Especially if you are doing replay. I would love to know who did your written budget yesterday and was it eye-opening? Oh my goodness. Y'all, it is so eye-opening. Okay, so today I get the pleasure of telling y'all, and I'm going to be honest with you, this was such a this was the hardest thing I had to do, I think, in our first year of marriage, when me and my husband decided to do this. And y'all, please do not tell my sister-in-law, because I do not think that she watches these, but I know some of her friends may. Don't tell her about this. But here's the thing. Today, on day 2 challenge, we have to decide which items, and y'all, I'm getting this from our cute, did y'all see our cute, did any of y'all get this? Is it not the cutest? You can go to the link to grab yours, but you do not have to have this in order to do this challenge. But y'all, I'm going to be totally, completely honest with you. Today is the day to decide if we can do cash envelopes. And y'all, I know with the Rona, everybody is scared of cash, but I promise I've been doing cash all throughout, and I'll tell you why. Okay, here's the thing. When me and my husband first got married, I came in with a lot of debt. I was a single mom, didn't have a lot of money, lived off of my credit cards. Is anyone there? Can I get a heart or like if you are there? And y'all, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. And I know. And so when me and my husband first got married, he had no debt. He's a nerd. And I had all this debt. And because of that, we saw his sister and brother-in-law. They worked super hard to get out of debt, and they did it by using cash envelopes. And because I got this cute, look at this, y'all. Is this not the cutest? You can go to the link above, or we can share the link for these. These are super cute. Nicole, if you don't mind, can you grab that link for these? And what it is, and we did this, y'all, begrudgingly did this, y'all. I want to be honest. I do not like being told what to do. Is anybody else like that? I'm like a defiant person. If you tell me to do something, I want to do the opposite. And so when my husband kept on saying, can we please do cash envelope like Will, Mel, I was like, no, I don't want to say no to going out to eat if I don't have the money, you know? And so what we did is he challenged me, and he knows how to challenge me. He challenged me. And what we did is we said, if we can get out of debt, we can go on a really nice vacation. And y'all, that was all I needed to know. So what we did is we did the cash envelope system. So that's what today's challenge is. And what you're going to do is you're going to decide from yesterday in your budget what you want to pay for cash each week. And so what we do is we do groceries and restaurant. Some people put those together, but I do them separate. And then I have my own money, which is it's just your fun money. You can spend out whatever you want. Your husband cannot say anything. And then, but you know, that is if you're at a place that you can do that. If you are not, then don't have that yet. And then clothing and entertainment. And so that's our envelopes. And so I just have them, and that's all it is. These are super awesome because whenever you're in the checkout, you just pay like an extra thing. Again, wash your hands after touching the cash. I promise it's okay. I promise. I have my spray sanitizer, and I have my wet ones, and I spray and then I use my wet ones. I promise it's fine. What I love about this is also in this cash envelope, I have space for that, and I even have my coupons because you know me, I have all my coupons. So I love this. But if you do not have one of these, that's totally fine. You can use the envelopes like this, or if you got the money budget or the booklet or the print off, the PDF, you can go to the link above, get that PDF. And then what we have is we have these little envelopes. And again, you just, look at your budget, and then these are the cutest things, y'all. And then you just cut it. I just took this out. This is on page 118, 119. And you just cut it, and you can make your own envelope. So say you're just like me, and you're like, Shannon, I'm not going to touch cash. You don't really have to do cash if you're a good person that can keep up with that. I'm not. I hate money, y'all. I just be honest. I hate it. But if you, and especially if you sign up to the link above, and also if you share this, anybody who shares this, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $20 Amazon gift card. We'll give away 2 of those today. And if you have not already, if you sign up for if you get the PDF or if you get the book today, you can come to our class tonight. We're going to go way more in depth of our story, how me and Lori got to where we are and everything. So, if you sign up, you can go to the class tonight, and it is tonight at 7 my time, which is Central Time. So you can figure out your time zone, Google it, because I hate time zone things. Okay, so here's my envelope. So I just cut it. Okay, cut it. Sorry, I'm really bad at this. And so how many of y'all are like me and you just hate budgeting? You're like, Shannon, I hate this. Can you please talk about coupons? I just really like you going into stores. Yeah, that's me, but unfortunately, finances is something you just have to do. And I hate it. And I'm like, blah. But cash envelopes, I do feel like they have changed because we did the cash envelopes. It took us a while, but maybe a year and a half, and we got out of my debt, other than the house, by doing cash envelopes. And I do think it is because cash envelopes, y'all, it hurts. When you take money out of your, like whenever I go pay and I know I have this much money in grocery, I know I'm not going to buy as many groceries that I don't really need, right? And we do paycheck every 2 weeks. So I just fill these up every 2 weeks, and y'all don't have much money left. But so like right now we have like $60 left in our restaurant. We're probably not going to go out to eat that much. This has to last us until next Wednesday. So I just know that that's probably not going to be, so I'm going to have to cook a lot more or whatever. And if we have lunches planned and everything. But like, you know, right now we have money in our entertainment, so we can go do something with entertainment. Don't worry, y'all. I'm not going to, I have my wet one so I can wash my hands. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, what you do on this is, say this is your grocery. So you just did this. You're going to tape this. And then you can write grocery on the top of this if you want it for grocery, just to keep up with their grocery. So I just wrote grocery. And then every time you go to the grocery store, you're going to write the description on here. That way you're going to keep up with your cash and you're going to know. So say I went to Publix and I spent $45.50. I'm just going to write that on there. And that's it. That is it. And that's why I'm going to keep up with my cash. And then whenever I get change, I'm going to go ahead and put my change in the envelope. And then I'm going to seal it back up. So you can just do that. And then you're going to put this in your purse. I am the most forgetful person. And so far I have not, knock on wood, lost my wallet. But y'all, this is so funny. This tells you my realness, y'all. I'm going to be super real with you. I am so forgetful. My husband actually bought these little things to make sure I keep up with my wallet and know where it's at. And yeah, that's his life. So that's what he did, because I lose things all the time. So because I do that, y'all, I've been doing this for years, and so far I have not had any issues with using my cash system and everything. Yeah, thank you, Joanne, so much for sharing. Again, if you share this, then you will get entered into a drawing for a $20 Amazon gift card. Okay, I want to know, okay, I'm going to wash my hands again, just in case. And then, okay, Stephanie, if you realize what you are spending, we did cash and it will help. It is life-changing. Stephanie, I know. Why is it? It hurts because cash hurts. Swiping, y'all, swiping does nothing for me. I can swipe all day and I mean, it's like going into the abyss. But cash hurts. It hurts giving over that cash because you know that's all you have. And I know, especially for all of y'all who are, I would love harder, like no shame, y'all, no shame. Because I'm going to be honest, whenever I was a single mom, it hurt. My finances just were really hard because I just didn't make a lot, and I was a single mom. I was going to college and everything. But I would love to know how many of y'all live paycheck to paycheck? You don't even know if you can make your next bills, next month is stressing you out already. And if that is where you are at, I promise you cash envelopes will help you. You have to say no to Starbucks. And again, get that $500 emergency fund in your savings account. I mean, that just helps so much. Drop the link for the wallet. Okay, yeah. Nicole, if you are on, can you please find that wallet and be able to share the link on that for that as well? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go back up and read some comments. And I would love to know, what are your thoughts? Where are you at right now? And are you loving the challenge? Again, if you buy the PDF today, or if you get the book today, you can be into our class tonight. And I promise you that class is going to be so beneficial to you. We're going to go over couponing a little, but mainly it's going to be a lot on budgeting. It's going to be a lot on how to help get that goal. What is your goal? You know, our goal right now, I really want to update our house. And so maybe that's, but I really like to travel. So it's trying to figure out that. Cindy, you say we try to get our car debt, but now my husband's heart surgery debt, it never stops. And Cindy, if you get that emergency fund, that helps. If you don't have a $500 or $1,000 emergency fund, if you learn anything from me and Lori this week, it is that. Get that emergency fund going. That way, whenever something comes up, you don't have to charge it. Use this great system to pay off debt We now owe only on the house. That's it. Oh, Jolie, that is awesome. Jolia, that is awesome. So the link above, if you, Wendy, if you have no sound, you may need to check your phone or something on the side, or computer, and see if it is. Thank you, Sally, so much for sprinkling, and Stephanie so much. Hey, Becky, good morning to you too. I'm so glad you joined. Thank you so much for sharing and sprinkling, Donna and Cindy. I forgot I wasn't allowed to say that, the S word. Can't go out and come back in. You'll probably have to, okay, thank you. Oh, Debbie, thank you so much. There isn't a link. Paula, we're getting there. We are getting there. If you go to the link above, you can see, and then there should be a pin link up for the PDF and the money planner. Again, today is the last day. If you do not get it today, then I think you can go back and watch the video. But I would just highly recommend doing that. I hate budgeting too. I know, Dina. I'll be honest with y'all. My husband and me have been meaning to update our budget since 2021. Is that what year we're in? 2021. And I have been dragging my feet. I'm like, I'm so busy. I'm so busy with work. I can't. And like, poor guy, like he gets 10 minutes and I'm done. So that tells you the extent of budgeting, but I know we have to do it. Oh, Karen, you couldn't use plain envelopes. I know, I love it. Can't find it. We will get that. Okay, so Alice, cash envelopes. I'm going to kind of go over that one more time because that's today's challenge. If you are doing today's challenge on if you have the book or if you got the PDF is just as good, y'all. The PDF, you can get it printed at another store or you can just print it yourself. But the PDF today is the cash envelopes. And what you do is you just figure out your budget, what you want to spend on grocery, and then you just put the cash in your grocery. Once you're done with groceries, you're not going to be able to spend any more on groceries. So you have to really be self-disciplined. Make sure you get your needs versus your wants and groceries first while you're on your cash envelopes. And y'all, I have to say, even being where we are right now financially, I still swear by the cash envelopes. Like, it is just so freeing. Even after we got out of our credit card debt and our car debt and all of that, I still wanted to stick with the cash envelopes because it just really keeps me focused on staying on budget, because I will not stay on budget without the cash envelopes. For sure. Where do I get the book and the cash? Paula, if you go to the link above, you can get the book, and we have the envelope system link coming, hopefully. What do you do with the extra money after that week? Put it in the savings account. Karen, hopefully your cash envelopes are exactly what you can spend. I never have any extra money, so I don't know what that feels like, Karen. Honestly, like, if I have money, I'm going to spend it. That's just my personality. If I have extra money though, like say restaurants, we just don't go out much in restaurants. I just fill it up the same because it balances out. Like, because maybe we go out to eat the next paycheck a lot more or something. So it really does balance out. But I don't know what it feels like. Like entertainment, we have extra money in there. But sometimes it costs a lot. Sometimes we'll go to like Top Golf or something like that. I'm T-Mobile Tuesday, so we have buy one, get one free. So we'll go do that. Just kind of fun things on that as well. So Karen, that's a good question. But I don't know what that feels like. But honestly, just keep it. It all averages out. I promise you'll end up spending more the next paycheck than you will the next. And if you just keep on having a whole lot extra, then you need to change your budget and lower that. And then put that towards, yes, a savings or towards a debt. You want to get out of debt. You want to get that emergency fund. So that's what it would go towards you. So Tanya, that is all up to your budget. As far as us, I put in, I hope it's okay for me to share. Well, I will probably share that tonight. I need to ask my husband if that's okay. I don't know if we really want to talk about our, like that on like public this, but we may talk about that tonight. Okay. So yes, Lillian, for sure. It's Dave Ramsey's system. It makes you realize what you're spending. Okay. I already read that one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read a little more comments. How much would you have for 6 people for food? April, that is a good question. We will probably talk about that tonight in the class. But I would definitely say right now, it depends on how you eat and everything. I would say probably, let's see, I'll share our grocery budget. Our grocery budget right now is we pay $210 every 2 weeks, which is $105. That's including donations. And we do organic. So $105 for 3, that's about $35 a person, maybe, or $40 a person. But we're at a place that we can do that. When we were at a place where we couldn't afford to do organic and stuff, I did $100, when we first started this 12 years ago, I did $100 every 2 weeks. Yes, that is what we lived on in groceries. I hustled it, but couponing was way different back then than it is now. And again, I did not do organic then and everything. It does make a difference on your organic meat and your organic produce and all of that. So I would definitely say maybe 35 to 40 a person. Does that sound okay? What is y'all's grocery budget a week? How much do you put in there? And again, this more or less looks at what you need to do is you need to look at your budget for the past month and see what you've spent on groceries for the past month. So say, for instance, you've spent $600 last month on groceries, but you want to get to $500. Well, then that's what you're going to do. You're going to put in $125 a week and you're going to spend that. And that's what you're going to spend, or $250 every 2 weeks. We do every 2 weeks. And that's what you have to spend because you're still lowering it, but you can do, that's feasible on that. So thank you, Christy, so much. And Jackie, thank you, Melissa, so much. Okay, I love the cash envelope method. I used to do it and save up for big things. I did this before I was married. Oh, awesome. Can someone explain how to do a card option so it's easier? Stephanie, I don't know because we honestly have done this for years. You can get the Dave Ramsey system. His system has been around for, yes, Lillian, you totally can. I just think that this is cuter. And it's so much easier than Dave Ramsey envelopes because the Dave Ramsey, you have to flip open. And every time I was checking out, that just took forever. But I love Dave Ramsey and that's where we get this from. We do this debt-free and saving. Oh, Denise, saving for retirement. Yay. What kind of live paycheck to paycheck, but our bills are broken down and paychecks, so we never worry about making it to the next week. However, I would love to get a month ahead so we have the next month's bill covered without waiting for the next paycheck. Yes, that is Shasta, that is such a great goal. And that is, again, if you get that emergency fund going, that $500 to $1,000, I definitely would highly recommend that first and then saving for the next. Just because you have that in the back of, in a savings account. We completely debt-free here, use credit card and pay off every month, and we earn rewards. Lizzie, that is awesome. See, I can't do that. I just spend it's just so easy for me to spend. And, oh, Carol, I love that. Retired and budgeting better. I bought the book on Amazon, but I won't get it until Thursday. How do I get access to the class tonight? Melissa, email shop@passionatepennypincher.com. If you bought the book or if you bought the PDF and you didn't get the email, just email shop@passionatepennypincher.com, and they will help you. We have an amazing, amazing team that does that. We have 3 children in credit card debt, and we live paycheck to paycheck, unfortunately. Kristen, I promise you can get your kids on board with this. We're going to talk about this tonight in the class. This is so fun. This is something that my oldest, whenever I was a single mom and I decided to try to get out of debt, she had to be a part of it. And she hated it, but she was very beneficial of it when she turned 16. And now she definitely sees the benefit of it now that she's 23 and, has a real job and everything. So it's definitely, you're going to teach your kids, the most important thing is to teach your kids how to love Jesus and to live a life for the Lord. The second, I feel like one of the top 5 things that you can teach your kids definitely is finances. Teach them how to live under their means. Like, you don't want to live above your means. You don't want to have to keep up with everyone. I know Lori said that yesterday. The goal is not to keep up with everyone and get what everyone else wants. You're going to teach your kids how to budget, how to spend money, and then they're going to remember how hard y'all work together. This is a family affair, and this is something you can teach your kids. And hey, kids, we can't go out to eat tonight. We don't have any money in our envelope. We would do that. We still do that with my little one. If she says, hey, I want to eat here, and I'm like, Faith, we only have so much money in our envelope. If we eat here tonight, then that means we're not going to be able to eat out a whole lot for the next week. And it's just, it really is something you're going to teach them such a life lesson. Laura, can I join the class? Yes, you can, Laura. You sure can join the class. You should get that email. Again, if you haven't, email shop@passionatepennypincher.com and they will send you the link. I just posted the supper club about needing to budget, starting with grocery. I'm interested in this. Jody, please feel free. Roseanne, your first time watching. Welcome. Welcome so much. We are so excited that you joined us. And again, Roseanne, this is an amazing group of women. I just have to tell you, our readerships are amazing. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. How do you get emergency fund if you're disabled? Donna, so that just may be cutting the budget, cutting your budget on some things that you can do without in the next few months. If you're going to Starbucks or if you're doing anything like that, you're not going to Starbucks. You're going to take that money, you're going to put it into an emergency fund. Just think of things that you spend that you don't need to. Needs versus wants. And that is something that's hard. And we definitely, it was hard for me because the first year we were married, first 2 years we were married, it was really hard. So yeah, but again, go to the link. You do not have to have this to do the budget this week, but in order to come to the class, you do. And again, if you let other people know about this and share this post or share this live, you can be entered in to win a $20 Amazon gift card. Oh, Renia, we're welcome. First time watching again. Welcome so much. We are so glad you joined us. I was able to pay off my house 7 years early by doing it. Denise, that's amazing. So you're completely debt free. How awesome is that? We just had our second baby and bought our house, then lost my job. I'm trying to budget to get out of our 10,000 credit card. Oh, Erica, you can do it though. I promise, because that's how I had Faith, my little one. And we just really had to be needs versus wants, but it's worth it. And if people make fun of you, that's good. You want people to make fun of you because that gives you more motivation to just prove them wrong. Because you're like, yeah, you can make fun of me now, but in about 3 years from now when we're out of debt, who's going to be making fun of who? Yeah, so I'm sorry, but I'm more of a device kind of shopper. Do you have an app? Yes, we do have an app. If you go to the link above, we have an app for this as well. Do you make a goal? I think we do. I hope we do. I may have told you wrong. I hope we do. Do you make a goal to have cash left or just not? Tracy, my goal is to have 0 left. I do not slide the card, but it is like once I am out, and I cannot spend. Okay, can you watch the video if you bought the book last year? Yes, Jackie, you should have gotten that email. If you didn't, shop at Passionate Penny Pincher. Yes, Paula, we are doing that. I hope, Nicole, I hope you got that. Okay, let me see if there's any more other questions. And I don't have an easy way of getting cash each week. We live in the country, and the nearest big town is a half an hour away. Well, Angela, could you do once a month? And just do each week, get groceries, but the bank is on the opposite side of town, so I don't always have time to get there. Angela, I would just say maybe once a month, and then you can even put it aside in your house, and then just fill it in from your house. If you have that kind of money to put ahead, that's what I would do if I had that kind of money to put ahead. I'm using cash envelopes to save for things for my daughter's wedding. Oh, I love that, Denise. That is awesome. Okay, bought last year. Yes, you can. Anybody who bought this last year, you can join the class tonight. I have the PDF for the... Okay, yeah. Shop at Passionate Penny Pincher if you did not get the email, but you should be getting one this morning. $25, Martha, you're $25 a person. I was going to say that. If you're not, I would, that's feasible if you're like gazelle intense and really, really doing well with, cutting your grocery budget. And bills can place in a coupon envelope, Dollar Tree. This is a cost-effective system. Yeah, I say you can just use these envelopes and it's just as good. You can get these from the Dollar Tree for sure. Okay, y'all, I think we do have credit card use. Dave Ramsey's budgeting app every day. Oh, every dollar. Yes, Dave Ramsey, every dollar. That's a good one too. Yes, Susie, anybody who has purchased the PDF or the book in the past, anytime in the past, you can join the class tonight. You should be getting that email. Give it maybe an hour or two to see if you got it. And if you didn't, do shop at passionatepennypincher.com or just email them. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. This was so fun. I really do think that, if you want to do, I do think if you're just really wanting to get out of debt and getting ahead, this is the way to go. I really do. I know it stinks and it's hard, but, I promise you, it works. It just does. Again, you don't have to be part of you don't have to get the money planner and stuff. If you want to just join us every day in this group, that's fine. It's totally fine. But again, just think of the outcome of teaching your kids, and you can give more. Once you're out of debt, you can give. I really just think the Lord just blesses us so we can bless others. And I just think that this is such a fun way to win and to teach our kids. So I think that this is just, it'll be life-changing for your whole family. So I hope y'all have a fabulous day. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We will be off and on. Our team will to answer questions. Thank you again for all the newbies that have joined us. We're so glad you are here and you joined us. Again, go to the link above and you can see, you can purchase this if you would like. Have a great day. And thank you so much for sharing, for all of you who have shared.